I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go. Yeah.
Did you ever wonder if there's a Dova deer or a Dova cow? Who says dragon blood must be limited to people?
Someone there? Nah, I don't think so. Okay, just this once.
I've got your back.
Strange.
Got to thinking, maybe I'm the Dragonborn, and I just don't know it yet. Honest pay for honest work. Of course.
What a horrible weather we have today.
I'll not argue that.
Skyrim is so beautiful. The forest, the mountains, the waterfall, the snow. Go on forever talking about the beauty of this country.
It's no easy thing to make a living in the wilds of Skyrim.
Of course.
Starting to get too old to work all day. But hopefully Master Halalu will let me slow down a bit.
Master Cruelty comes and works the field sometime. I don't think the mistress likes it, but she won't come out here to catch him. Honest pay for honest work. Take care.
Yes, Sarang?
Guess what? I found one of those ingredients I was looking for. Isn't that great?
Yes?
Need a ride? It's an old city, I can tell you that. The Palace of the Kings is ancient. It's not the friendliest place for outsiders. The Dark Elves were all forced to live in a slum called the Grey Quarter. The Argonians can't even live inside the walls. They're all stuck out on the docks. Still, Candlehearth Hall's got decent food and cheap bunks. You could do worse. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Hurry up there.
You ever met one of...
Cannot be that many red guard women in Whiterun. What do you think? Could it be Alman's wife, Saphir? Are you hungry? I could make a meal for you if you like. As long as I have got the right ingredients, I can always prepare something for you. Now, what would you like to eat? That should work fine. Just a second. Now let me see. Here you are. Good idea. I am so glad that you are helping me to track down my flute. We mustn't forget to ask around for it among Khajiit's bards and innkeepers. Sure. Sure. Anytime. So, you're a dragon slayer and a thane of Whiterun. That's a... Ouch!
You're someone who can get things done. I like that.
Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Good luck out there.
Yes?
Take a look. All right, then.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. I might have it stored away. Welcome to War Maidens. Now don't let the name worry you. We got plenty of steel for fighting men. Take a look. Good doing business with you.
Well met, Traveler. what brings you to Whiterun?
If we see Graven, she better be
Truly?
ready for a falcon punch from me.
By sure, this city could use more like you. Best head up to Dragon's Reach then, and see the Jarl. He's Lord of Whiterun, and can set you on the path. Aye, that I do. Half all my life. We battle lords have been here since the beginning, along with the Greymaids. Our family's been close as kin for generations, but oh, the Stormcloak's uprising has divided
Like
us.
someone who knows how to
Now,
wield a
it
weapon.
seems we can scarce look at each other without coming to blows. Petty and foolish, that. They are saying dragons have returned to Skyrim. Now that's a real problem. Ain't sure if they're taking on new members, but you should talk to the companions. They're over in their hall, Jorvaskr. If by work, you mean testing your steel in bloody battle. Ah, the most important question of all, that one. You'll want the bannered mare. See old Hulda. She'll keep you swimming in mead. But mind the bard, Mikael.
Everything you
Poncy
see
little
here was
milk
made with
drinker,
skill and
that one.
care by my wife, Adrienne.
Ah, man gives bards a bad name. We Nords have a long history as warrior poets. I am proud to count myself among them. But Mikael, he sings only for gold and the affections of wenches. He dishonors our traditions. May your sword be sharp, and your tongue sharper.
We've got arms and armor.
Once
of
I've
all
made enough
kinds.
money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda. Yeah, these Khajiit make a living traveling the roads and selling their wares. It's got to be tough. Skyrim's a hard enough land when you've got a roof over your head. Worst thing is, nobody wants them in the cities. Nobody trusts them. Matter of fact, I do. They've been fair enough with me, far as I can tell.
We've got
And
all
Denord knows a
kinds,
liar when
both
she
light
sees one.
and heavy.
About the same as everyone else. They're the catfolk of Elsewhere. Great warriors, good traders. Way I hear it, Elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim. It's got tropical forests and dusty badlands. It sounds awful. Before my ma and Da passed, I told them that one day I'd become the best trader in Skyrim. I met one of the caravan leaders, Madron. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk. Easier said than done. You'd do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future? Thank you. This should turn that old cat's gaze. Maybe I'll be able to become a caravaneer myself one day. As promised, let me show you a thing or two about bargaining. Don't want some shifty merchant giving you a raw trade.
This armor you need. We've got all kinds, both light and heavy.
There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Have you got a minute? I have a present for you. It's something we often used at home when we wanted to talk and we were in a hurry. We call it the quick shut horn, and it's a bit complicated to explain what it does. Therefore, I've also written everything down for you. When you are in a hurry, there are things that you probably don't want to discuss with me. And as you know, I'm rather talkative. If you use the quick shut horn instead, you can decide in advance what we are supposed to talk about when you call for me. It is a bit complicated. That's why I have written all the technical things down for you. I suggest that you read that before you try to use the horn. Then you will learn about that you have to have the horn as a favorite item, and that you need to use what we call a hotkey for it. If you want to, we can decide right away what topics you want to discuss when you use the horn. Else you can talk to me later about travel together, and then we can discuss the horn further. Alright, talk to me about travel together and set up the quick shut horn. I think you will like this.
Everything you see here was made with skill and care by my wife, Adrienne.
Talk later.
I've got your back.
Did I file all the combat records yet? Better double check. Yay! Chit-chat time! Which means no more walking time. Oh yeah, that. I guess I should explain. I record the events that happen on the Dragonborn, your adventures, and keep everything in these files to make sure I get the story right. As for the talking, well, just think of it as me keeping mental notes. I don't think Skyrim features voice recorders, so you wouldn't understand. Yay! Chit-chat time! Which means no more walking time. Huh? Oh, a little. I, read it somewhere. In a manual. Yeah, there was a Guide to Dragonspeak manual back at the Academy. And I thought since there are dragons about, it would be a good idea to try and learn a few words. In some ways, I am. You wouldn't know of it. It's not exactly well known in Skyrim. Also, the subject matter taught there wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to you. I guess since there wasn't any protocol not to tell you a little about why I'm here, I'll try. You see, I don't record your adventures for myself, but for the Academy. We research many heroes' journeys and observe their course of actions and decisions. As to our ultimate purpose of why, I can't divulge that information. Heroes of all kinds, and not only in Skyrim. This may come to be a surprise for you, but I'm not exactly from here. This dimension, I mean. And there are other dimensions, each with their own hero and a calamity, and with their own worlds. I simply travel to each of these different realities and record the hero's missions. This is all a bit much for you, I'm sure. But you trusted me, and you let me follow you. So it's only fair I tell you all I can about myself. The fact remains is that in this realm, there is a land called Skyrim, which is currently being threatened by Alduin and dragons. And you, the Dragonborn, are the hero destined to save this land. A world, a threat, and a hero. And so, I am obligated to record your adventures. Of course, that doesn't mean I don't enjoy traveling with you. It's my duty to record, but with you, it's really turning out to be a fun task. Of course. What did you want to talk about? Civil war rampaging between Stormcloaks and Imperials. The Thalmor still being a jerk in every way possible. Alduin devouring everything. Wow, so many options of chaos. Step right up and take your pick, ladies and gentlemen of Skyrim. You've really got your work cut out for you as the Dragonborn, huh? Big picture, huh? Metaphorically and literally, I'll add. But you're right. What's the point in solving Skyrim's issues if there's not going to be a Skyrim, with Alduin destroying everything? But something tells me the hero's tale isn't over so easily, with just Alduin's death. We can always talk. What's up? You know, if you actually take out all the annoying kids, breathe, and that annoying preacher, I wouldn't mind living here. It's very peaceful. But then you realize there are those annoying people, so I'll just keep moving on with you. Of course. What did you want to talk about? Well, besides being straight up rude and then stealing some of my files for her entertainment, she called me a crazy milk drinker. Well, you know what? I am a milk drinker. And I'll drink all this milk, grow super duper tall and strong, and squash you like a little bug, you insolent little... Sorry, I just get carried away. Don't worry, I'll resist my urges to punch her. As much as I hate her, I hate being in jail even more. Yay! Chit-chat time! Which means no more walking time. Well, I've heard some really nice ocarina songs, and oh, there's so many character themes. Simply beautiful. Oh, well, yeah, I know a few. Which would you like to hear? Our hero with the warrior's heart. I tell you, the Dragonborn comes. With a voice wielding power of the ancient Nord arts. Believe, the Dragonborn comes. It's an end to the evil of all Skyrim's foes. You'll know, the Dragonborns come. I'll talk to you later then. That preacher needs a little less Talos in his life and a bit more shutting up. Does he ever take a break?
Come on in.
Send someone
Just
over.
stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out. A fine day to you, friend. May you die with a sword in your hands. Have you heard? There's been another forsworn attack.
Ask Risad, the caravaner.
The Forsworn a bunch of men. The Jarl of Markov should hunt down the troublemakers and kill them.
Have you seen that shrine of Asura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see. People say there is someone in Riften that can change your face, make you look completely different. Do you believe that? The companions? In Jorrvaskr? They're recruiting new members from what I hear. Been hearing some strange tales of the Jarl's children. Say the one's turning wicked, and the others have an ill-favored look to them. Best to keep clear.
This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials. We drink to our youth today.
Be careful and stay safe.
The age of aggression is just about done. Drive out the storm cloaks and restore
Sadia,
what
dear?
we own.
Yes, Mom?
Blood and our steel
Don't forget to
will
polish
take
those
back
glasses
our
later.
Oh, yes, Miss Hulda.
Down with
Oh, look over there!
kings. On the day of
Are
your
you
death,
saying
we
this
will
province
drink
is
and
only for the
feast.
ugly and sober? But then you'd be its only citizen.
Children of Skyrim,
I don't have to
and
take
we
that
fight
from you.
all our lives.
By the
Sovngarde
Aids. I'll
beckons.
just take a joke.
One of
Relax,
us dies.
have a
Da
drink.
da da da.
I've already had 6.
Dragonborn received a shell.
This land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean
stand over there.
of the scourge that hath.
Come, I haven't got all day.
Do you have the Eldergleam sap? But I can't run the temple without the support of people who are inspired by the Gildergleam. How can this little tree bring new worshippers? You're right, of course. It can be hard to hear the winds of Kinneret when all you hear are the rabble in the temple. Death feeds new life. I'm sure that in time, this little sapling will grow into a new Gildergreen that will tower over Whiterun. Thank you. Grace of Kinneret be with you. Has your fever cooled?
Joints ache. I can't eat nothing and my head feels like a furnace. I've seen better days.
Try to relax. You'll be well.
Have you ever tried skeever tail soap at the Drunken Huntsman? It's not that bad, but it would... better if they took out the tail before serving. Oh. Yeah.
I'm waiting. Take a look.
Give me a D. Give me an R. Give me an Dragonborn. Go Dragonborn. What? You're looking at me like you've never heard that cheer before.
Tell me, do you believe in mighty Arkay, god of life and death? Well, as I said, Arkay is the god of life and death. You'll find his temples and halls of the dead all across Tamriel. Priests of Arkay, such as myself, perform rites for the dead and sometimes console the bereaved. We also keep a constant vigil against those who practice the vile arts of necromancy. I asked the question because I was hoping you might be able to help me recover something I've lost. My Amulet of Arkay. It's the source of my divine powers and also a sacred badge of office. I misplaced it in the catacombs. I'd looked for it, but I have been hearing noises down there. I fear the dead have become restless. Without that amulet, I'm powerless to confront them. Would you be willing to search for it? I'll just wait here and make sure nothing foul escapes the catacombs. The blessing of Arkay be upon you.
Oh no. You have found the amulet. Great. Let's get out of here.
Hey!
Huh?
I spend so much time among the dead, I sometimes forget how much I miss the company of the living. Oh, thank Arkay! Please, take this gold for your troubles. It was a pleasure.
Okay, what is it with these wooden shields? I don't want to burn up again like I did back in Death Mountain, let alone Dragon Fires.
Good to see you. Yes, my youngest son. He's a dark child. I don't know what to do with him. He was always a quiet lad, but lately, something has changed. He's become brooding, violent. He won't say a word to me, but I don't know how I upset him. If you could speak to him, draw out the truth, I would be immensely grateful.
Have I got freckles? I hate freckles.
Another wanderer, here to lick my father's boots. Good job. So, the disgusting pig sent you to bother me. One day, I'll tear his face apart so he can leave me alone. My father doesn't know anything about me. But I know about him, and about the war. More than he might think. The castle is old. Lots of places nobody's been in a long while. Places where you can overhear things, see things. And the Whispering Lady. She won't tell me her name. I've gotten good at listening to keyholes. At the door in the basement, I hear her talking to me. I thought I was caught, but she started telling me even more secrets. But I can't open the door. In the basement. Trust me, you'll see it. I bet she'll talk to you too. Until next time.
Where's the dragon? My manual said that there was a dragon captured here. Oh, that was in the First Era.
At last. I've been waiting for someone more fit to carry out my will. The child is spirited but lacks agency. The boy is always good at sussing out secrets. But the corruptibility of children is ultimately too limited for my purposes. You, though, I expect will prove far more malleable. I forgive your not knowing my name. Few can hear my whispers anymore. I am Mephala, the Lady of Whisper. I tug at the web of connections between mortals. Love, hatred, loyalty, betrayal.
This is an
First,
impressive place.
you must
Don't you think
open
so?
this door. A piece of my power has been locked away behind it, and even my eyes cannot see past the seals. I'd much rather it be in the hands of an ambitious and talented person, such as yourself. The whole of Whiterun is ripe with paranoia and tensions. The Jarl's court is right to fear the power I hold behind this door. The Jarl trusts few, and they will be his undoing. The Dark Child knows of what I speak. Why are you doing that? Let him guide your path.
Mad at me, Lydia. I'm only teasing you a little.
Huh?
Yes, honestly. I actually quite admire you. I mean, if I would eat half as much as you do, I would look like a house.
But I can show you a few tricks I learned.
Would you really do that for me? Oh, Lydia, you're such a sweetheart. You know, I really hate gaining weight all the time. The food is so good. And
Not now.
You know the Whispering Lady, don't you? I can tell. I told you, I know everything about the castle. For some reason, that door is special. Only 2 people can open it. Balgruf and Farengar, the court wizard. How you get it from them is up to you. Nobody would notice if Farengar went missing, I promise you. Until next time.
Excellent work. Now, I trust you're sharp enough to see that the sword doesn't match the description of the ebony blade you may know. It has languished too long outside the winds of alliance and betrayal.
Careful! I almost chopped off
To
a file.
return to its past glory, it must first drink the blood of deceit. Your world is admirably steeped in lies and inclinations. My blade is a darling leech that feeds on deceptions and nourishes its master.
Is Yara Balgruf
Seek
not
out
choosing any side
those
make him more
closest to
admirable
you.
or a coward?
The final
Yet to be
pluck
seen.
of their misguided heartstrings will accompany my blade in the song of your grandeur.
Flora Illustrated. I wonder where that book about farmer ears came from. It might be a good place to look.